Hi. So that doesn't look too healthy. Debatably not healthy. That's my house. In fact, this whole area was and still currently is my house. But there's a small problem with my house. And the main reason why that's happening right now is because I may have cooked something, and I am very proud of it, but I can't release it yet because obviously I don't have a house right now. But I'm re-uploading this new version of the video, so you'll be able to watch this new re-upload. Reason why it was gone was because of copyright. Apparently, Roblox saying that they're getting rid of copyrighted music with non-copyrighted music is what you would think. According to YouTube, it wasn't, so, another thing to strike Roblox with, a little punch in the face because they hurt my soul. So I'm gonna go try to fix this. I'm gonna try to get like a fire extinguisher or something. I think one good fire extinguisher will probably fix my house. So now I'm gonna go show you the re-upload, and while I do that, I'm going into this cave to find a fire extinguisher because I think a fire extinguisher might just be in this cave that for some reason is in front of my house. So bye-bye. Here's your re-upload. Ah, yes. Roblox. Now, you might be sitting there like, oh, well, why am I still complaining about Roblox, eh? There's no new amazing development that has happened with this update stuff. Why am I still complaining? Well, don't worry, I have my reasons, and my reasons are the fact that this game has been taken over by AI, and I am not going to sit here and be silent no longer. I am going to complain about this AI nonsense right here, right now, because I am sick of it. I am sick of seeing this AI nonsense everywhere I go. I see it over here, I see it over there, and I will not stand for it anymore. So you are going to have to go and listen to me complain, because that is what I want to do. Now, shall we?
Yes, of course. We are going to talk about this Roblox and AI thing that was on my brain that I just want to complain real quick. So, let's start off a little tame. So, first off, Roblox. It turns out that, obviously, if you watched my last video, that, the AI thing doesn't even work in the first place, where the adults are using it. They're shoving their face into AI, and they're like, I hope that, not I hope, I expect this thing is going to put me in the age group that I am, because that's what I am. And then when they do it, it doesn't work. And then there's freaking kids that are drawing marker on themselves, as I said before in my last video. They're drawing marker on themselves to make it look like beards, so then they could be classified as an adult, because AI is freaking stupid. AI cannot see the little video that the kid makes of a kid with obvious marker on his face, and it sees that, and it can't register that as, oh, this is a kid messing around. No, it sees it and is like, ah, yes, beep boop, beep boop. This is obviously a full-grown adult. Stupid. Utterly stupid. I hate this. And then, I said just a millisecond ago, the adults, it looks at this full-grown adult and is like, beep boop, beep boop, this full-grown adult is obviously a child. Like, what the frick is this? So, the feature that Roblox adds to make it so then children could be quote-unquote safe and not with adults is not working. It's making them it's making the adults registered as children, which is stupid, and the children obviously don't care, and they're doing it anyways. They're drawing marker on the face just so then they can have the adult things. Stupid. So obviously this feature is not working. But another thing I want to go on about is something that I saw was really funny, and I would record a clip of this. I would try to record a clip of this, but I don't know how to do all that stuff, and if we're talking about music, God knows what's going to happen to me. So what I've seen is I got a stupid YouTube short. I hate YouTube shorts. And it's funny, it's ironic as well that on how this video is. So AI is apparently in Roblox. I didn't know this. It's in Roblox apparently to get rid of copyrighted music or something like that. There's music that people aren't allowed to use or some stupid garbage like that. But what's funny is the fact that it's supposed to get rid of all this music or whatever. Dumbest feature ever. This shouldn't be in my freaking Roblox, but whatever. But if they have this feature, you would think that it would work properly. Correct? You are wrong. Because it does not work properly. It literally muted Forsaken Chase music and is removed. It got rid of Forsaken Chase music and Terror Radius music because it's copyrighted or some stupid garbage like that. When funniest garbage ever, this thing is gonna melt your mind when you hear it. They muted the music for the Annihilation skin, whatever it was called, the Just Shapes and Beats skin. They muted the music for it, even though they did a handshake agreement. Yes, John Just Shapes and Beats. May I, John Forsaken, make a skin of Just Shapes and Beats and include one of your songs? And John Just Shapes and Beats was like, oh yeah, of course you can. Just Shapes and Beats, best game in the world. And then he goes over and allows them to do that. It was allowed. He can use that song. Coming back on this real quick, because I went to record some background footage and I actually bumped into the Just Shapes and Beats skin, and I can actually show this the song being replaced. Also, side note, I was playing this game with Rain, and Rain had the original song. So I don't even know why I didn't even have the original song. Rain had it, and I didn't. You'll see the clip. Alright, watch this shit.
Okay. Alright, think that's good. So yeah, this is that segment that I had to edit. So prepare yourself for why my house is on fire. As for, did I find a fire extinguisher? No, I'm in a hotel now trying to find one. But yeah, I'm upset that this segment is not how it should be, because it has the song that they changed the chase music to, but they won't I couldn't have that in there now. The reason why I look like this is because I saw cranberry juice. Yeah, I saw some cranberry juice, like the dudes from the commercial back in the day, and then I just got excited, so I started like, you know, eating cranberry juice. Yeah, yeah. All right, you can go see this not as great edit, but you can see that why my house is on fire. What all that heat was coming from. All right, so bye bye.
Bum ba dum ba da da bum ba dum ba da da bum ba dum ba da da bum ba dum ba da. What a waste of time, what a waste of time, what a waste of my frickin' time. I made an edit, I made an edit, I made an edit that they took down. Roblox added AI that removes copyrighted music, then they replace it with some. But no, Roblox is like, oh, let's go mute it. Let's go take away the whole chase music to this friggin' thing. It's so stupid. I can't believe it. I don't know what possesses a man to allow that. And you know, because Roblox is so freaking stupid that they're not gonna go and be like, hey, Roblox, you know, our music is like muted by your AI garbage. Could you maybe, you know, fix that, make it so that it doesn't get rid of this song, because it was a freaking handshake agreement that these two could, that we could have this song. And then, you know, Roblox is gonna go look them in the eye and be like, I, David Bazooka, don't care, cause I'm John Roblox. I am Roblox CEO, and I protect the pedophiles on my game. So I really don't think that that song is gonna come back or anything like that. Roblox is not gonna do anything about the fact that their freaking song is gone. So yeah, thanks Roblox. You just made a whole freaking collab just not exist because you're a bitch. So now let's go and move on to the next topic. Now that we have stopped talking about Roblox, we're talking about AI garbage in general. Let's speed run the a bit above her stuff. Words. So, obvious stuff. Speed run time. People already know about AI music, AI images, all that AI garbage that has been coming out as of recently. Is so, you know, no one gives a shit about AI art. It's not real art. Like, imagine this. You're why do we like art in real life? Why do we like art? The reason why we like art is because people have put in their heart and souls into it. The freaking guy like right behind me, the guy who's the room right next to me, dude's an artist. I could plug his Twitter if I really felt like it. I'm not gonna, but I could if he wants me to. And you know, he makes art. I don't think he's posted on Twitter. That's another thing. But he makes art, mainly physical kind of. Well, not really physical. He used to do physical back in the day, but now he got this digital tablet, so now he's like digitalizing it. But he makes art. He just recently made a very nice lace from the Silk Song. I could put it on screen if I want. It's a very nice image of lace. But you know what's funny? You know what's funny is the fact that you know, I like that guy. I like his art because of the fact that he put his heart and soul into it. He said that, you know, he was looking up all the stuff in the game, trying to get all the background perfect, trying to do whatever. You know, he did all this stuff because, you know, we wanted to make a nice lace. Well, take that, okay? This guy, he's just trying to make some nice art, nice beautiful art because he wants to. big artist guy. And then what happens next? He goes and he's now quote unquote obsolete because some asshole can just go into the little AI thing and is just like, oh, I can just type in like, hold up, let me go unplug my keyboard real quick. Unplug my keyboard's unplugged so you can get a little ASMR typing sounds. Ah, yes, I'm typing in some words to go and make this AI image of lace. And boom, right there, I got now an AI image of lace from Silksong. Ah, beautiful. Because of this, now I can go and I could show it on to the whole world, and people are gonna like me because of the fact that because I'm an artist now. I'm an artist. Ah, yes, I, the guy who did nothing, am an artist. No one likes that guy. No one likes that guy at all, because he literally just typed in some freaking words, and then the AI thing went beep boop, making image of lace from Silksong, and it has no human part of it at all, and no one cares. Like, no one likes this guy because he freaking typed in some words to make an image that's not that he didn't make. He didn't make that. He's not an artist. The guy over there, the guy behind me, the guy I was just talking about, he's an actual artist. He actually makes art. He goes and makes every single freaking thing on that image. Awesome. I love art. Art is half the reason why we have all the pictures and backgrounds that we have. You probably have a profile picture of some nice art that someone made of a character you like or a thing that you like. Art is an important part of life. And the fact that people are trying to ruin it by just typing in some words into AI and just to make an image that's not theirs, stupid. Utterly stupid. And I went on that for way longer than I wanted to. But there's like the other stuff like AI music. Ah, yes. Let me go listen to some beats. And then you go over on your little thing. Let me go unplug my keyboard again. I'll just keep my keyboard unplugged. You go on your little thing and you're like, yes. Let me go and listen to some beats from said person. Music artist, a video game. I want to listen to some Everhood. Some Everhood beats. Best game ever made soundtrack. And then you go and are listening to the music of Everhood. Best game ever made. And then and then there's some asshole. Some asshole looks at that and is like, I bet I could go and make some... I bet I could do that. So he goes over to his little thing and is like, yes, generate me in a song, blah, 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 blah. And then boom, he's got his stupid song that's made by AI. Garbage. Utter garbage. Why do we like music? We like music because there are people that are like, hey, I know how to play this musical instrument. I dedicated my life to learning how to play this instrument. And maybe I have some buddies that also know how to play different instruments, and we go make a song together. Or some other dude is like, hey, I have this. I think that's what like the digital music thingy that I see from time to time. They press some buttons and it's like they are able to add like notes from instruments and stuff like that to make music. Ain't that some Daft Punk garbage? They don't, their music's not really real. It's like, it's like that. I don't know what you call that, but it's it's something. It's not actually real instruments, or it's a machine and all that stuff. But that's still a guy that has the musical talent to put the instruments together and make some music. I highly doubt Keygen Church freaking has a real organ and is tapping on the organ. I saw like a live stream of them a while ago of them doing exactly what I was talking about. So obviously there's two different types of music. There's like music that's actually played with real instruments and all that stuff, and then there's like the digital thingy that they're able to do, and those are both real people with real musical talent. One doesn't play instruments but has the capability of knowing music and, you know, putting all that stuff together to make a song, and some guy has the musical talent to play an instrument and all that stuff to make music. You know, we like music because it sounds good. Music can make a bunch of different vibes and all that stuff. Like one song could be sad, one song could be happy, freaking 30,000 emotions that music just makes you feel. You know, music's just awesome. Music can hype you up in a boss battle. Like, you know, music's amazing. But when some asshole goes onto AI and tippity-tappity and makes music, he didn't have any control of that. He didn't do anything. He just typed in some shit and then boom, he gained an AI song. Stupid. Utterly stupid. But yeah, like this video is going to be so much longer than I wanted it to be, but you know, this is why you watch me, is because I'm upset right now, and I am going to give you my unfiltered long talks about garbage that makes me angry. So you go all over and you're like, oh, let me go and let's just listen to some beats, and then is some asshole that made this AI music thinks that they're a freaking music artist. It's like, my music is the best music because I typed in like 2 words and it was able to spit something out. Garbage. Utter garbage. So, yeah, I think that's about all of the lesser than tame stuff. Things get serious from here, I guess. And I hope I don't get. I hope nothing bad happens to me for making a little raunchier video. But these are real stories, and I don't condone any of it. All right, I'll try to make this short. There was a guy. Now I don't know all the details of all this stuff, police stuff. Too confusing for me. But this guy, he's minding his own business, doing life stuff. And I forget how this happened, but some stupid garbage happened where like an AI image was able to take a picture of him like doing something bad, and he like committed a crime or something. It wasn't like a crazy crime. I think he didn't pay for his food or something. And they looked at that and they're like, oh, crime! Gotta throw this man in the slammer. You know, that's great. You know, if you see a guy doing some crimes, you should probably go to the slammer for it. But this is not someone that should go to the slammer, because it was AI. It wasn't real. He never did that. Some asshole, I guess, saw this guy and was like, oh yes, let me go and diddle-a-daddle-and on my keyboard to go make this AI image or video to say that, oh, this guy's doing a crime or whatever. So they have this picture of this guy, and they're like, oh, you know, hey guy, you have done this crime, and that's not very cash money of you. And then the guy's like, well, I didn't do that. Like, I literally did not do that. I have like people around me that can say that I didn't do that. And they're like, well, this AI thing says you're dead. So, putting a lot of details away because I don't remember the story and it's not too relevant to the main point I'm trying to make here. This dude was thrown in the slammer for crime that AI said he did, and he never did it. And then they're trying to like verify who this guy is, but they don't care about this, about all the stuff, that all the proof of what he is and all that stuff, because AI told him so. This guy even says some type of quote, I don't know the exact line he said, but he said something here where he's like, oh, why do I have my ID? Why do I carry this card, this ID card thing? Why do I carry my life to identify who I am if you're not going to freaking use it? It was something like that, where he's not going, oh, I carry this ID on me, why am I carrying it if you're not going to use it properly? If you're not going to use it. And yeah, that's what they did. They threw him in the slammer. They didn't verify anything, they didn't check anything, they just threw him in the slammer. That's top 10 asshole behavior. Now believe me, I don't hate the cops. I believe that the police are good people. Obviously, there are assholes. There are always assholes. As we're talking about with this AI thing, there is, of course, pieces of shit that obviously are doing this AI stuff, and they're trying to make themselves seem as if they're better than everyone else because I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I'm this, I am that, when they aren't. They're just an average Joe Schmo that doesn't know how to do shit. But with the power of one word he had to type it into a keyboard, boom, he's able to do whatever the hell he wants, which is stupid, utterly stupid. Obviously, that's not a great person. There's obviously some other not great people that just beat up people for no good reason, murderers. The reason why Roblox has been slammed for 30 years because of all the garbage that, all the bad people on there, just bad people in the world. And it's the same with the police. The police are no better. There's going to be people that are kind, doing their job properly, not doing anything wrong. And then there's the assholes that do bad for no good reason because they're a police officer. Now, I don't know if this police guy in this video was that type of person, but just from seeing how the fact that he didn't do like any steps to verify any of this stuff, he's at least at bare minimum lazy. And then here's another one. This one is a bit touchy. Ooh, my soul, it's kind of in pain. This one, I will make this very brief. Alright? Skip all the mean, nasty details because, I don't know, I don't want to say anything too crazy and something bad will happen. So, I'm going to try to make this in the most silliest way possible. Apparently, this takes place at a school. And I think it was more of like the older kids, not like, little baby goo goo gaga, not above goo goo gaga. Borderlining on adult. Teens, I think, is what I'm trying to go for here. So it takes place in somewhere around there. And there was just this dude, and he's like, yo, let me go whip out some Doritos real quick. He pulls out some Cool Ranch Doritos. I'm pretty sure that's the blue one. Pulls out the blue Doritos, and I don't have any Doritos in the background of me right now, so I can't make some epic sound effects for you. But he opens up his little bag of chips, pumps. That's not a Dorito opening sound, but opens up the Doritos, shoves his hand in there, and he starts crunching. This dude's like, man, these Cool Ranch Doritos, tasty. Just minding his own business. And then AI stepped in. What happened was that someone did not pay the security guard at FNAF to do his job. So they thought it was funny to have AI security cameras. Now ain't that freaking terrifying? Now imagine all the garbage that AI security cameras could do. All the awful garbage wrong stuff that AI security cameras can do. And this one tells you the truth. So this camera sees this blue Doritos bag that this kid is crunching on. He's shoving his hand inside of this blue Doritos bag, pulling out some yellow chips, crunching them, putting them in his mouth, with a big old smile on his face, and says, "Damn, these Doritos are pretty good." And then that camera went boop boop. This dude eating the Doritos obviously is not eating Doritos. The camera picks that up as an object. But not just any ordinary object, a harmful object. An object that should not be in this environment. With, and you know, if this is true, if this camera picked up what it thought it picked up, then that would be not great. You would be like, oh no, this is real bad. Real bad. Anyone would say that this is pretty bad. But here's the issue. That never happened. If this was a real person and not just an AI security camera, if this was the guy from FNAF, that freaking Mike Schmidt guy, if this Mike Schmidt dude was there on the job looking at them cameras and making sure everything's all hunky-dory, then this would have never happened. But no, this happened because someone thought it was funny to have an AI camera. So they go over and it alerts the police. The police go out there and they whip out their objects of they whip out I don't know, kablooey device. So they go over and they're like, and they go up to this kid and all that, and they're like, yo, bitch, hands up, all the stuff. And this is a very tense moment because you're like, well, this kid is presumed to be a criminal, yet he is not a criminal because he didn't do anything wrong. He was eating chips. So they do all this stuff, traumatizing the shit out of this kid. This kid is never going to be the same again. He's going to be terrified for his entire life. And then once they check him, they pat him down and all that. They check everything. They check his stuff. And then they figure out it was a blue Doritos bag. Cool Ranch Doritos, looking the cops right in the face. And they're like, oops. These Doritos seem to have trolled us. They apologize to the kid. I love these police officers. These police officers, at the very least, have some freaking respect, unlike the last asshole that thought it was funny to be lazy on his job. They have some respect. They go over to the kid and they're like, right, guys, we're sorry. The camera must have picked it up as something bad. The technology, it's not good. Freaking love this guy. Like, man, if I could make out with this man, I'd have already done it 30 times over, because the fact that this guy is saying the AI is trash makes my day. I don't know where I watched this, but I think I watched it from Leon Lush. You should go and check him out. I really don't know what the video was named. I could probably link it, but I don't know if something bad will happen since it's a raunchier video. But Leon Lush, awesome guy. I love that guy. I watched him a while ago, And then he talked about this, and it made me see that this AI stuff that's happening, it's really doing harm. It's only doing harm, and no one sees it. And the big higher ups, the big people that have control over this, just don't do anything. Like, what's wrong with them? So yeah, that's about it, I think. There's probably so much more I can go upon. Speed running that, I guess. There's the fact that RAM is now going to be kajillions of dollars for no frickin' reason because of AI. The price of people's water apparently in certain places went frickin' turbo because of the fact that they're doing frickin' data centers or something like that, and they didn't have water. You know what's funny? We didn't have water a while ago because we didn't have a frickin' our heater was messed up or something like that. And then those assholes, they didn't come over to fix the fact that we didn't have water for like 3 days. They didn't come for like a while. So like I know that those guys that ain't having water are probably seething. So yeah, like that's basically that, I guess. Sorry to take so much of your time, but this is just something deep attacking my soul. I need to spout some garbage. I need to spout all of this and let the entire world know that I hate AI, and I hate anyone that will defend AI, because anyone that tries to defend AI is an obvious moron. I want the people that hype up AI, like Critical talked about something recently where some company was like, you guys should stop being mean about AI. People like that, I hope that this type of stuff happens to them, and then they get to see, wow, AI is really doing wrong. Like, obviously they don't care about music, obviously they don't care about art, obviously they don't care about half this garbage, but I want, like, AI to come up with some garbage on them, like, oh, this guy assaulted somebody or something like that, and then they're like, hey, I didn't assault anybody, what are you talking about? And then the cops are like, oh, well, this AI video says you did, and then they go in the slammer for no good reason. I should mention that guy did does now have a criminal record when he didn't, even though he's an innocent man. Utterly hilarious. I would love for those people to then gain a criminal record about something that they never did because AI said so. So yeah, I think that's about that. That's about everything. Sorry to take so much of your time. 30 minutes is a lot, but if you made it this far, listening to me mope, literally this is just a video of me complaining. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you, because that's some dedication right there. Just to listen to a guy complain, it must be painful, especially me. So yeah, if you made it this far, thanks. I appreciate it. Not to sound like a default YouTuber, but if you want to see me complain a bit more, you can watch my other videos of me complaining about Roblox. Believe me, I will be complaining about more garbage. So if you want to see me complain about more garbage, might as well stick around. And there's only one real way to stick around. If you go over and zoom out of the video, because you might be zoomed in, and scroll down just a smidge, there is a little button that actually says subscribe. It's pretty cool. And this button, you might not know this. This button has been around for like years. I'm pretty sure it's been around since YouTube came out. Not many people know about this button. And when you press that subscribe button, there's a new button that you can press. It's a little bell icon. And when you click that, you can click what type of notifications you want from that guy. So when you subscribe, it actually puts something in a new thing that you got, like called subscriptions. And when you when you have the subscription stuff, where you see all the people that you're subscribed to. So if you want to watch those people's videos, you might want to subscribe to them. So if you want to see my videos, you might want to subscribe to me. And then, cool thing is, if you want notifications, which I really don't think that the notifications things work because it really doesn't happen for me, but if you want notifications on when I make another video, then you could click the bell icon and you can click show all notifications or something like that. And when you do that, you'll be able to see next time I upload, which is pretty cool. It's an amazing feature. So sorry to be annoying. I really wanted to just make probably the worst subscribe pitch ever. So yeah, sorry for taking so much of your time. I probably shouldn't apologize, but I feel like an asshole when I do that. But yeah, thank you for staying so long. Thank you for listening to me mope. And I hope that you are not pro AI. I hope you're as anti AI as I am, because believe me, I've hated this since it came out. So yeah, see ya next time I make a weird video. Bye bye.